Hello, this is Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, it's very important, and share this video with your friends and neighbors. First, a few words from an advisory from uh, Barry, the friendly neighborhood weather dude. It's going to be rain, more rain, and heavy rain, and wind. It's windy a little bit right now. We've already had a real big heavy rain this morning, and it's rained a few times since then, and it's probably going to start raining again soon. Uh, what I wanted to talk to you today is there's going to be more people coming in to the Philippines. Military, American military is going to be coming in if they're not already here now. And some advice. You get these girls, so whether you pick them up in the bars or meet them somewhere else in the Philippines, is be responsible. And by that, don't leave a little part of yourself here in the Philippines. Don't get these girls pregnant. There are enough fatherless kids here in the Philippines already. So be responsible. Put that condom on. If you don't have one, bring some saran wrap and wrap it up with that. Just to wrap that mother up. There was a song back in the 60s by a group called the Fugs, and most of their songs were never played on the radio. They were banned from about every radio station in the U.S., but they had one song called Saran Wrap. It's quite funny. So don't leave a little baby here. That's the responsible thing to do. And it's not that hard to use a condom or find condoms. Every drugstore has them. They're available to you. Now I'll tell you a little story about what happened to me. About, I guess it was about 7 years ago. I was on YouTube, on Facebook, and some young girl said, "Hi, Barry." And I said, "Hello." He said, and I noticed that her name was, her last name that she put on there was Brookshire. That's my last name. And I wondered, what part of our family is she from? Because I have lots of nieces and stuff, and it turns out that she's claiming that I was her father. She said she was about 15 years old, which would have meant that, yeah, I might have been here at that time. And so I asked more information from her, and her mother said that she lived with moi for a couple of weeks. Now, I haven't stayed with any female for that long of a time other than Maida. This is before we were married. And So I said, well, uh, you'll have to take a DNA test. And I said, I'm going to order a DNA uh, test for you to take. And so I didn't think she looked anything like me. So ordered a DNA test. And it cost me a couple of $100. They sent me one and sent me another one for her to do. So I told her that she was going to have to do that. And my daughter in Iloilo, well, it was close to where she said she was from in southern Samar, or maybe even Leyte. And so I sent the DNA test to her to take over and meet this girl. They arranged to meet, and I think they met like in the Barangay Hall. And Anna Lynn, you know, speaks English and reads English, and is college graduate. She can know how to give the DNA test. So she met this girl and her grandmother, and first they said, "This girl doesn't look anything like you." And she said, she also looks like she's about 12 years old. And I figured something was going on here. And so she did the swabs and stuff, packaged it up, sent it back to the company, and it was a few weeks later. Meanwhile, this girl kept calling me Daddy Barry, on Facebook, and had her name as my last name. So, so we get the test back, and it says there's no connection with me, this girl. So I notified her the results of it, sent her a copy of the results. So that put an end to that. And but yeah, that can happen to you too. You get with some girl and you give her your name and stuff, which you should, especially if you're not using condoms. But so just be aware that that's happening and demand that they get a DNA test to make sure. I was fully prepared if it turned out somehow that I was a father, I would be responsible and I would take care of her. And so that was it. My halo is still around the top of my head. Barry wasn't responsible for that. And so that was that. So you might find yourself in the same situation when you come here. So prepare to fork over for a DNA test. It's the right thing to do. So that's it. That can happen. I don't know why they selected me, other than I had been in the Philippines many times, uh, but she was not my daughter. Uh, I hope she can find the real father, and I wish her all the best. And, but no, I didn't sleep with her mother, and so that was that. So just remember, uh, be responsible, and wrap it up. So okay, that's it. One thing with all this rain we've been getting here is I'll show you. My angel trumpets are blooming like crazy. And that one down there. If you see, it's windy. Yeah. Well, I've got a couple of the cows already. So, my God, I'm getting overrun by angels' trumpets. Jesus, I better do something about that before I get a whole yard full of them. So, I haven't heard of any fatalities yet from the storm. It's moving off. It's at the very top of north of Luzon right now, and it's expected to, well, Taiwan is getting a lot of rain too, but it's going to take a northeast direction and not a direct hit on Taiwan. So, I like Taiwan a lot. The Taiwan people treated me very well there. So I hope they're all right. Well, that's about it. Just wanted to remind you guys to do the right thing and don't leave a child here in the Philippines. So y'all take care. We're safe and sound, as sound as we can be, as I can be. Some people don't think I'm very sound at all, particularly in the brain. All right, y'all have a great day. Be sure to take care of your family and your kids and your pets. And stay safe and keep it wrapped. That's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.